All right, today we're going to bleed the master cylinder. We got my dot 3, got the master cylinder, got the ports, already stuck in the nylon fittings for the hoses. And we're just going to pump the cylinder until all the air is out of the piston down there. So we're going to have the cameraman hold it and attach. You want to take one bar up. Do is just kind of level it inside of a vise. Not bolted down or anything. That's okay. Not going to be too rough with it. There. Got our hoses in. We want to attach our hoses to the fittings. Shut up, Fatso. Mess up my video. Shut up. All right. Make sure our tubes are down. All right, everything's on. All right, we're going to fill her up. I'm going to get the air out of the bottom. This whole bottom part is a cylinder that goes in and out. This was the emptier one. Oh well. All right. Now we got our brake fluid in. Make sure you put a mat under here, like your wife's mat. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pump it nice and slow. Not hard and fast or you'll damage the seal. And we're just going to... There, we're getting the air out. Yeah, the water. The air. There you can see all the air bubbles coming out. Wow. A little harder to push than I thought. Just keep doing this till you don't see no more bubbles. Oh, shit.
Careful.
All right, keep doing this until we spill it. Oh, wait, it's not even sitting in there now. You don't have to put a towel, but I like a towel. Love the smell of brake fluid, too. Wonderful.
It's on there.
Yep. Don't recommend using a screwdriver. But I don't want to pay $17 to put a little syringe down these holes. This is the way right stuff. The manufacturer recommends to do it anyway. A lot of air. So to make sure your hoses are submerged in the fluid or you'll be just drawing more air into it. The level has gone down because it's in the hose and down to the cylinder down here. So the screwdriver is acting like the pedal. The pedal would actually press it. That opens the ports inside here and then allows the fluid to come down the tubing down to your brakes. And I got to get the air out or the brakes won't work at all. It'll prevent the fluid from going to the wheel cylinders and calipers. A lot of little bubbles. Make sure that these are in. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna have to sit down for this. It's hurting my back. Oh my God. Shit. You never want to do this on the car because you'll be pumping for hours.
Will that break?
You can. The seal. Rubber seal inside here that prevents the fluid from coming out. Let's let those bubbles do what they want to do.
You're trying to get rid of the bubbles?
Technically, because it's air.
It's kind of dripping.
I'm
over
thinking
here.
maybe it's probably drawing air from inside these threadings. I should have put Teflon tape around it. Yep. Recommend Teflon tape next time.
Oof.
That's what I should have done.
Well, can you do it now?
Teflon tape or grease? Not really. Not without taking it out. Take it out, it's all going to come out.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's drawing air from
From here?
the fittings around the thread. It's not good. Yeah, it looks like they're getting. Yeah, it's less and less, right?
Yep.
I'm tripping over here. Just don't want to push this piston in too far.
Yeah.
You can damage the seal. Once you damage the seal, you're done. You're screwed.
You guys start over?
I get a new master cylinder. There is a kit that where you can pull all the stuff out. They say when you do that, kind of 50-50, whether it works or not. I'll just say I received it damaged after I clean all the brake fluid out of it. Looks like all the air is starting to get out, though. That's for sure. You can see like 4 or 5 bubbles.
Seems like over here you don't have any more.
Yeah. This is the farthest away from the piston, so that's all the air is collected more in the back. Hey, if you take a look at what I'm doing here with the piston. Make sure you're centered. Just nice and easy. Don't let it flop back. I think we're pretty good. Hurts my hand. Thank God for power brakes, huh?
Yep. I think you're good. No more bubbles. Oh, spoke too early.
I can't even push the other master cylinder in. It's just so,
Hard.
it's just binding in there.
Hmm.
Probably from just all the rust and debris, old fluid. Couldn't even press it in. I like it. I think it's working. Okay, and now we're just gonna kind of,
Continue
you
pouring.
can see, kind of see this imaginary line here. I'm just gonna kind of fill it up to the bottom of that. Of course, on the car, it's angled, so some of this might end up coming out. Let's see if that made a difference. Putting more fluid in. So the bigger reservoir is for the front. The smaller one is the rear. I believe. Yeah. Yeah. Which is why it seems to come out of there faster. Because you want the brakes applied to the front a little bit quicker than the rear. That's how it's designed.
So what happens if you don't take the air out of there?
Prevent the fluid from going down to your caliper and wheel cylinders, and you won't be able to apply the brake. The
Oh.
brake pedal will feel real spongy and soft, and you probably won't have any brakes because
Hmm.
the air will take the place of the fluid. It'll block it. Just like when the cholesterol blocks the blood from flowing through an artery. That's the whole point. The reason you bench bleed it off the car is so you're not drawing the air from the whole brake system, because then
Harley.
you'd be doing it forever.
Harley.
I think we're good. So now what we're
Yay.
gonna do?
Harley. Here. Hold this. Stop it. You work on my tree. You need to leave my tree alone.
Now we're gonna take the hoses out of the top, put the lid back on, so we don't spill that when we get it in the car. And I have something that I can block the lines with, keep the fluid from coming out. I'll go ahead and do that. My little bag of goodies.
Harley.
You only give me one of these raspberry things. Anyway, we're gonna take the hose out. Block it as fast as we can. This hose out. All right. Throw this back on. Boom. Now we won't spill it. And we're
That's
just going to get that back onto the car, bolt everything down with some Loctite. Take these out one at a time as quick as we can. We're going to thread the fitting on. And then we're just going to go ahead and bleed the whole system out. I'm going to jack the car up and bleed the whole system out. And we'll finally see if I have brakes.
Harley, what you doing?
All right. You can stop.